All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Dried Blood. We are, what is this, episode 6 of D20 Deathmatch. We've got Sensei Suplex. We've got Kyle, who's going to have a new brand soon. I don't want to say it because it'll change later. And then we've got Big Papa Drock. All here, Kyle and Kendrick rejoining us. Obviously, Sensei rejoining us, but the first time with a brand new character. So I want to start there with Duke. How do you feel bringing Duke out of the gates?
I believe that making my grand entrance as the Duke of Dookie or the Shit Lord or the Saint of Shit and such, it has been a great pleasure and stuff. I believe that this fight was rigged, and I hope that the next fight will not be rigged, because if it is, then you will hear from my lawyers that I definitely have, and I'm definitely not making up right now.
Yep, definitely. We believe you. You have a whole team of
Whole
lawyers.
lawyer team.
I bet.
76 lawyers on deck at the ready.
Yeah, a bunch of rats, aren't they?
No, not how. Fuck, how'd you know?
There's nothing more scary than a litigious rat magician.
That was my nightmare last night. How did you all know?
Litigious rat magician.
Oh, you fought the predator of the rat. Wow. Way to bring that, Kyle.
Oh, yeah.
I'm prepared.
Yes.
For your rat ways.
I'm going to need to do some research. I'm going to have to make a couple of phone calls and get a dog.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Actually, here, I'll be right back. Crunch boy. Oh, God.
I thought this was a really great matchup. All enormous energy across the board. Frigidoom, let's revisit our radioactive fridge. Variety of magnets on board. Obviously, technically fresh as we are new this season, but second time playing Frigidoom. What is it like bringing this ice cold refrigerator to life?
Well, it's imagine gastrointestinal distress. It's a lot like that. A lot of bubbling, a lot of pain, but then a little bit of joy and a little bit of hope. It's like a good tummy ache, a friendly tummy ache.
Like grandma's recipe or something.
Exactly, right? It's home cooking that you're like, oh, it's gonna hurt later on, but I'm gonna eat it anyway. It's gonna feel good, but oh, it's gonna hurt later on.
Sounds like the Taco Bell I'm going to be having after this.
Exactly.
Yes.
Playing Frigidoom is like Taco Bell at 2 a.m. You shouldn't do it, but you know you're gonna.
Yes. And there's never any regrets afterwards because it's worth every bad decision that you make.
1000%. And you gotta add Diablo sauce.
That's true. Now, not a bad decision is jorts all the time. Big Papa Drock Kendrick, are you wearing jorts right now?
I'm actually naked down below the desk. I am fully naked because I believe in being free when I deathmatch.
That's fair.
So all 4 testicles are hanging out right now.
Oh, that's not a character. It's inspired by true events.
Real life is often fiction, or fiction is shit. I don't know. No, I don't have 4 testicles. Thankfully, I have 2 plump testicles, and I am actually wearing sweatpants.
The whole details were not necessary.
Sure, ruin the fantasy.
But thank you for clarifying.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure. Yeah,
our acolytes were taking bets on how many testicles you really had and if you were free balling tonight.
Understandable, and I hope people have made some money as a result of this mission.
Yes. Now you are also returning to the death match. What's advice that you would give to champions that are coming into a fight?
Man, it's crazy because this is 3 matches and 3 wins for me, which is pretty awesome. Number 1, pray to God the dice roll in your favor. Let's start with that. Pray you get hot on the dice. Although Billy was rolling hot tonight, so we were in trouble there for a bit. Definitely a hard fight. I don't know. I think just like judicious use of your power-ups and status effects. Like obviously at the end, we went kind of nuts, Sensei and I, just basically tossing everything out at one time. And it thankfully worked on the ultimate that I threw out. But probably that was not the smartest thing to do. Just like throw every single thing into one attack. But hey, you know what? Sometimes you got to throw caution to the wind and just go for it.
Yeah, for sure. Sometimes you got to swing for the fences. Sensei, I was kind of wondering. Obviously, you're bringing this new character in. It's a new format that you haven't been a part of yet either. What's your favorite moment from tonight? From your character, from the narrative, you know, what moment like sticks out to you?
Favorite moment. I think I think it was honestly the team huddle at the end. We're just getting our asses kicked. And it's like, all right, hold on, stop. Take 5 for like a couple of seconds. Come on, team, we gotta bring this in together. That was amazing. That was hilarious.
You all need ideas. Now that does make me remember next season when you all are a set team. You might be able to brainstorm some team moves.
Team combos.
That'd be cool.
I think we had the start of one tonight where I pulled open Kyle's Frigidooms, like, you know.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like that was
Blinded
the part.
by the light. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a very vulnerable thing to share with someone. So yeah.
Right. Just opening yourself up like that to a stranger. You know?
Yeah. And letting somebody else do it for you. Like, ooh.
That shows trust.
That's an addressing.
I was gentle but firm.
Very much so. And it paid off.
Well, and Frigidoom did a lot. He did a lot of things tonight. He pulled out a lot of stuff. He was doing a lot of things. Is there anything, Kyle, that Frigidoom didn't do tonight that you wish you had gotten to do?
It's so hard to say. Because when I tried to do that like status effect like wombo combo, the first one missed, and it like set the tone for the rest of the status effects.
Yeah.
I think the one thing that I've done as Frigidoom in the past that I didn't get to do this time around was like try to eat Billy. Like actually just try to like put him in the fridge. I thought about doing that at the end of the episode when I was like, do we need to show proof of the body? And I was just going to have Frigidoom like just eat Billy right there. But
you can retcon that right now if you want.
Yeah.
No, I think next time around, I just need to be more cognizant of like Frigidoom is going to eat people. Like he's got to replenish his stock somehow. So he's just got to eat people.
Oh, go ahead and say that you did this. And then, you know, come deathmatch, you can pull out Billy's body.
Yeah, I'll just vomit up Billy in a match. Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be great.
Off screen, Billy's been devoured. Yeah.
Listen, I love the combo that the 3 of you bring in energy and humor. I can't wait to see it amplified next week as well. Let's go ahead and wrap up for our dried blood. I'm going to change things up though. Normally we have like a final statement, but knowing that the 3 of you are going to be facing off next week, what are you going to do? What's the challenge to your peers, your champions, your fellow champions here? A message to them before you face off. Let's go ahead and start. I'm going to give you one moment. And let's start with Kyle.
Hang on. Team huddle.
Yeah, team huddle. If you need to. I'll hear Mudcat. You all think. And Mudcat and I will say, Mudcat, what was your favorite part of the night? As they think about what final statement are they going to give to each other before we kick off the deathmatch next week.
It's like a challenge to everybody. It's a challenge to our 2 teammates. Okay,
yes.
got it.
I always enjoy bringing Emmery in as number 2 ale back. It's never not a fun time to describe how that sheep dung ale is made.
It's so gross.
Which is a real thing, by the way.
Yes.
In Iceland, look it up. So
they use sheep dung. Let's be clear, it's not human dung.
They use sheep dung to dry they don't have trees. They gotta burn something.
I love the specificity of that, so I'm glad to hear that it's real because the sheep dung is really very specific.
Listen, when we come to our poop preferences, all of these are inspired by real things. Okay,
we've put the time and the effort and the research into this show. We know what the fuck we're talking about. We've referenced cloacas like 18 times.
Yes.
Oh my God. Listen, if it's poop related, I'm there.
Yes.
Yeah. Sign me up.
All right. I think Frigidoom's got his statement. All right.
Let's hear it.
Bob, Duke, clear your calendars and clear your guts, because I'm going to give y'all a stuffing.
I know you meant that as a threat, but it just sounded so oddly sexual.
Good.
It definitely did. I loved it. All right, Sensei, from the Duke. What do we get?
I'm glad that I have a chastity belt, but I will be bringing multiple flowers for the lot of you. Some call me a flower rat. It doesn't matter. But these flowers are for your grave. For when we have your funeral and I bury your bodies and then dig them up to sell your bones on the black market, it will be marvelous. And then I'm going to sell some cheese as well. But we'll get to that eventually.
There's a whole business empire built here. I love it.
I have a whole business plan. Business plans, and business plans.
Got to keep it going. You got to keep it going. All right, Big
Building an
Papa
empire
Jock.
here.
You got to hint us. What does Bob the Barbarian say?
Frigidoom, Duke, it's been a pleasure bleeding with you on the battlefield as brothers. But now we find ourselves as foes. Just know this, I won't hold anything back. And you haven't even begun to see the true depravity of Florida.
Are you running for governor? I can't tell.
that should just be like
This campaign slogan.
this. Like, my name is Bob, and I approve this message.
Florida has so much more to show you, boys.
All right. Well, we're going to wrap it up there. We'll see you guys on the next episode of D20 Deathmatch.